Alrighty, let me know. Let me know if you guys are still here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Don't know what happened. Did not literally. I did not touch any settings, any of my peripheries. Everything was the same from last night. So I was kind of wondering why I couldn't really hear. Hey, I hear you now. There we go. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, fun times. Okay. I thought just my headphones were turned down, but I was like, yeah, I guess I really can't hear myself, can I? Holy cow! All right, that was fun. How are you guys doing, man? Welcome to the channel, and of course, just as I get on here, Belgium scores the first goal of the game. Oh my goodness, man! It has been a weird freaking day. How are you guys doing? David, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me know, as well as your loco. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. Some technical difficulties. Not sure, like I said, did not touch anything since last night. Not a single thing was moved. The only difference was I put in a new scoreboard, obviously, and that was it. Which I've done that probably close to hundreds of times at this point, and that has never affected the mic, which I'm not sure how, but of course, it wouldn't be a Monday if everything ran smoothly, would it be? Go Belgium? I guess, man. I guess. Like I said, it'd be awesome if North America could win a World Cup, but it's like, don't get me wrong. If the U.S. wins the whole thing, I'm not gonna complain. It'd be awesome. It'd be a cool celebration. But I don't know, man. There's just something that's just gonna. It just feels weird in this game right now. So, plus Belgium is they're a pretty good team. They got a lot of really good players, a lot of great players. But yeah, but David, and then your loco. Are you? If you're still there, my man, how are you guys doing? How's your week been, or your Monday, I should say? So let me know. All right, now I'm hearing you. Sup, brother? What's going on, brother? World will complain for shizzle if the U.S. Oh yeah, they will. They will. It is weird. Like I said, I don't like. I think 90 to 95% of the people that saw that red card, including myself, was like, "That's not really a red." Was it borderline? Sure, but I would have definitely leaned a lot more towards a yellow, just because it didn't look like we've seen players go real hard, and that is definitely so. But the fact that it was, some extracurriculars outside of the off the pitch that resulted in that turnover, that red card being overturned, I think kind of left a bad taste in people's mouths. So, yeah. But anyway, all right. Let me get the time correct here. So, sorry. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh no. All right. Ooh. One of the U.S. players took a shot to the face on that one. Jesus. And no. Hold on. It'll take me a second here. It'll take me a second. what was the issue? I'm not sure exactly. Let me see here. Hold up. Boom. There we go. All right. Time is not going to be. The time is now accurate. So yeah, the USB mic that I was using, the cord, even though it's been in the same, it's been plugged in the same spot for the last like 3 months. Apparently, I needed to move it to the front. For some reason, there wasn't enough juice getting to it. Apparently, even though the mic was turned on, it just wasn't registering on OBS. So, not exactly sure why. Even though I restarted OBS a couple times, it wasn't registering it. So once I moved it to one of the plugs in the front there, now everything's working fine. So, yeah, technology, man. It's a beautiful thing, but it's so inconsistent sometimes. Oh man, yeah, weird. But anyway, we should be back to normal. We got the correct time on the clock. Sound is looking good. The picture is looking fine. My face is not too bad. There we go. Sounds like an annoying choice. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I said, didn't touch anything from last night. The only thing was that I changed was the scoreboard, and obviously I've done that plenty of times. That shouldn't affect the mic, but it is what it is. And it's a Monday. If that's the worst thing that happens today, I'll take it. I will take it. But yeah, man. Dang, dude, I was talking so much during the first like 5 minutes of the stream, and all of that is gone. But yeah, man, how are you guys doing? You're local, David. How's Monday treating you? Anything new? Anything crazy? Oh, I should probably put up Belgium's score here. Sorry, that happened like 7 minutes ago. That happened literally as I was like coming back on with the sound. So yeah, sorry. My apologies, guys. My apologies. Technical difficulties, man. Always fun. I'm tired. It's kind of warm. Oof. Yeah, what's the temp over there? Yeah, up here in Wisconsin. It's actually been, I mean, not cool for sure, but it's been in like the low 80s, high 70s. So nothing too crazy. Oh my god, yeah, you guys are like almost in the 90s up there, man. Hot diggity dog. Yeah, get yourself a nice cold drink, my man. Nice little tea, you know. Maybe throw a little tequila in there. I don't know. I don't. What doesn't happen on Monday? Also, I'm doing fine. Been getting my paychecks. Let's go. Finally got to sleep in too. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's always nice, man. Oh man, it's always so nice. Not having to worry about the alarm, dude. You'd be like, you know what, man? I wake up when I wake up. All right. Let's go, man. And also the paychecks, man. Heck yeah. Gotta get those paychecks. Alrighty. Yeah, looks like we got a Belgian player down on the ground there, man. Here in Florida, it's just so humid. It's impossible to work in this heat. Took my check and went home. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I do not blame you. There are some days, man, like I'm like, oh man, today when I get out of work, I'm gonna go to the movies or gonna do something. By the end of the shift, dude, it's so freaking hot, man. I'm just like, dude, I'm just gonna go home, get in the AC, take a quick shower, and just relax. Oh, I saw a guy getting water. We can skip the hydration break. Yep, He's good. Everybody else can have the hydration break except for that guy. That guy still needs to run around the field in those 3 minutes. All right, you can't be getting two hydration breaks in the first half. All right, man. That's not how this goes. And how did they let up a score that quickly? It was just a really good pass into the box, man. They were all kind of congregating there, and just I think it ricocheted off a player there, and the goalkeeper just wasn't able to adjust in time. Oh boy, we got another Belgian player just laying down on the ground, man. Dude, the Belgians are just taking shots these last couple minutes, man. They cannot stay up. Mm. Now it's a stress game. Great. Not for staying, a red card for not staying on your feet. 100%, man. Come on. Get it together, Belgium. Come on. Oh, an incisive pass, but that is going to be nearly intercepted by the U.S., but there's going to be a foul on Belgium there. Nice little shove in the back. Come on, man. Can't do that, Belgium. Unbelievable. Just rude. Also got some warm chocolate chip cookies. Ooh, can't go wrong with them. 100%. Yeah, man. Chocolate chip, dude. That's a classic. Let's go, man. Now I want some chocolate chip cookies, man. What are you doing to me, man? Can't be doing that. No, it's red for being a flopper. That's hilarious. They do actually give out cards for I think it's called simulation. I don't know if every league does it. I don't know if they've adopted it during the World Cup, but I know during the Premier League, there can be a card given out to players if they look like they were flopping basically to try to eliminate that. Yeah, I think they call it simulation. So Right now, there just it hasn't been. There's a lot of there's a lot of battles in between the boxes here. Just like a lot of both of these teams struggling to keep possession, man. Oh, dude, for a second there, there's a guy that had the red, white, and blue face paint. I thought the red section was his sunburn. I was like, holy cow, that dude needs to go inside. Simulation, blah blah blah. Call it being a baby and move on. Well, you know, you gotta add a couple little extra, you know, make it sound fancy. All right, we are at the first hydration break here, and you know what that means on this channel. They have sponsors. We have sponsors as well. And you're going to know this sponsor very well because we talked about it yesterday. And yes, it is Bubble Wrap. We finally got the Bubble Wrap money on the channel, man. It's beautiful. It's glorious. We all love to pop it, even though we shouldn't. Because if we need it again, but it's just too addicting, man. It's just too much fun. So I want to say thank you to our sponsor, Bubble Wrap, just generic Bubble Wrap. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. I know you wanted to sponsor the Mexico-England game, but you know, hey, that box, the box money was just too great. But you're here with the U.S. and Belgium. I want to say thank you to Bubble Wrap there. Appreciate you. Tell us how you really feel, your local. I will thank you very much. Thank you. Bubble Wrap, woo! Let's go. Okay. So make sure you're getting your. Oh my God, my water. Where's my water? Bring my water in the. No, hold up. Still had something to drink. My caffeine. So there you go. Stay hydrated, guys. All right. Once again, finally, thank you very much to Bubble Wrap for sponsoring this hydration break here on I'm Not a Coach. Appreciate you. Not to be confused with the bubble wrap that's already wrapped around something. 100%, of course. No, these are very specific. Very, very specific. Yep. Yeah. They wanted to get in here as well. The bubble wrap that is already wrapped around an item, but I needed to give the OG the first look here. So maybe one of these days, bubble wrapped around an item will be able to sponsor this channel at some point, potentially. So they better shell out that cash. I'm just saying, all right? Got to pay the bills around here. Oh my God. I don't know how well this joke is landing with people. Hopefully people like it. But I find it hilarious. I'm enjoying it. All right, Belgium with the ball here, kind of bouncing around the midfield. The U.S. putting a little bit of pressure. Not playing high press, but they're definitely putting they're definitely putting some pressure on the Belgians here, and the Belgians get forced into a bad pass, and that is going to be taken by the U.S. and they are on the move here. I believe that's Christian Pulisic. He's going to pass it back. And that gets passed to the wing there to number 5. And that's going to be Christian Pulisic, dubbed Captain America by the U.S. since he was about 19 years old. And that pass, that attack by the U.S., it gets snuffed out pretty quickly here. The Belgians now with possession. They should wrap our sponsor around the U.S. players so we can flop. Right. I don't know if I'm getting older, man, but they keep showing famous people, like in the suites. I don't recognize half of these people, man. And like, part of me is like, oh, when I see like, when it's somebody that I like that's young, and I'm like, oh, maybe a TikToker, an influencer, but they're showing old people that I've never seen this person in a movie, uh, in a music video, nothing, man. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I don't know if it's just me, man. I don't know. I might be getting too old. I don't know. And there's a foul against the Belgians there. So that was against looks like number 5 for Belgium. That was Balagon, the player that up until a few days ago, I think yesterday, was technically going to be suspended for this game for that red card that he picked up in the game previously. But yeah, and this is a great place right here. This is basically 10 to 12 feet away from the box. This is dangerous territory for a free kick. And it's almost right down the middle, so they can literally pick either side. Let's see how this one goes. They're going to go up against Thibaut Courtois, the goalkeeper for Belgium. Has been one of the best goalkeepers for about a decade. Started out, oh, hold up. Kick is up, and it goes in! Unbelievable. Glancing off to the right side. Thibaut Courtois going to the wrong side there. I don't know if there was a deflection or what, because he looked like he was confident going to that left side of the goal, and that just bounced off to the right, man. And the U.S. equalizes here at 31 minutes. Let me see here. And it did. It glanced off, I think, either number 20. Yep. Number 20 tried to head that ball back. He was trying to deflect it back. And instead, he ends up sending it to the right, the opposite direction his goalkeeper was moving to, man. Oh, that is a tough one. I just assumed anyone in the suites is on the list that hasn't been fully released. Holy cow, man, that is wild. Jesus. That's why I love you, David. Just the, you know what? You're like, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. See what happens. That wouldn't mean you're old. That means you've been too young to notice them. Wise words by a wise trash can. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, Belgium on the move here. Switching sides there, kicking it towards the left wing. Number 10 going one-on-one with a couple U.S. defenders, able to cross it in, and it goes in for another Belgian goal! Goal! And a quick response by the Belgians, and I believe that's actually the same player that scored earlier for them. So that is a brace for the young man. Wow. Look at this. Number 10 going one-on-one as he tries to make the run. 2 defenders go with him. He's able to make the cross, find some room, and then over number 13. for the U.S., number 17 for Belgium, able to just go over him and just head that one straight into that right side of the net. Wow. We just scored, man. Come on. Come on. Oh, boy. All right, man. The U.S. feeling a little bit of pressure here, man. Let's see, it's Weston McKennie picking up a yellow card here, man. Weston McKennie, man, has been one of the best players for the U.S. for a long time. He's been playing, I think, for Juventus, one of the top teams in Europe, one of the best teams in all of Serie A, which is in Italy. He's been one of their top players for a while. Yeah, let me double check if he's still there. Yes, he is. All right. Yeah, he's been described as a Swiss Army knife, routinely deployed in any position on the outfield. Yeah, still only 27 years old, but he's been with Juventus for a while now, since 2021. Oops, if he gets a green card, then he will be a Packer fan. Go Pack, go. Let's go. Go Pack, go, baby. It's never a wrong. There's never a wrong time to say go Pack, go, even during the World Cup. Monday nights are our thing. Damn it. Monday. Heck yeah, dude. What the heck? And the U.S. better get its stuff together. Come on. We can't be losing on a Monday night. All right, let's go, man. We got 4 likes on the video, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see if we can get to maybe 5 before halftime. That'll be a goal. See if we can get 5. All right, the U.S. back on the ball here, moving it around on their side of the field. Well, if this is America's team, then we can expect losses in the playoffs. Woo! No chill for Dave. No chill for David, man. I appreciate you. I like that. Never a wrong time to say curse the Chiefs either. Oh, whoa, hey, whoa. Hey, whoa. We're all friends here, man. We're all friends here. All right? Boom. Roasted. Like a couple of Boston Market roasted chickens. All right, Belgium able to get back possession, and they are on the move here. Attacking the right side on that right wing over there, and then they slow it down. The U.S. with 4 defenders in the box here, man. They're trying to keep cross, and that one gets headed away there by the U.S., and that's going to be a corner kick for the Belgians. That hurts Cowboys fans. Sorry, not sorry for them. The Cowboys fans will be fine. They'll be fine. The way those guys bounce back every year from hating their team at the end of the season when they inevitably lose to somehow being so egotistical before the next season starts. It's incredible. Honestly, it's a testament to their hope or just, I don't know, mental psychosis. I don't know, but I respect it because I'm afraid that if they start looking at me, man, they might just attack like a rabid dog. I don't know. And the U.S. was trying to get on the counterattack, trying to go up the field really quickly, but no go. The Belgians able to steal that one away. So can I say that counts to a delusional Chiefs fan? To be fair to the Chiefs, to be fair to them, they have won quite a bit of Super Bowls. Unlike the Cowboys, who haven't won since what? Clinton was the president, right? To be fair to the Chiefs, they've won a lot of games and a decent amount of Super Bowls in the last like 10 years. It hurts my soul as a Packer fan because that means we're not winning Super Bowls. But you know what? It's going to happen for us. It's going to happen for us at some point. And it will happen for the Bills because they're too dang good. All right, the U.S. gets the ball out to Christian Pulisic, who's attacking the left side there. A little bit back and forth between Pulisic and his teammate, but they end up losing the ball. Captain America looking for a call there, but not going to get one. And the Belgians with possession here. The U.S. fighting, putting a little bit of pressure, trying to get the ball back quickly. Deep kick, Yuri Tielemans, the midfielder for the Belgians, able to control that one. And the Belgians in control right now of the possession. It's not being fair to them. That's just saying the refs love them. Oh, yeah, I bought the controversy up again. Jesus. And there's a call against the U.S. there. Number 3, a little bit frustrated. Oh, yeah, that's a foul, man. Yeah. You hit him in the back of his... You didn't get a touch on the ball. Come on. If you're gonna be coming in that hot, you gotta get a little piece of the ball. Otherwise, they're gonna call that every time. Cross into the box, and that is going to be met by Belgium, but that goes wide left. That was a good kick, man. I think the ball, it just was a little too low. If it would have been a little bit higher, I think that player is able to kind of get underneath it, allow it to kind of go over him, and then head it in. But yeah, that one was kind of curving down, and he kind of had to adjust. Oh, a little bit of a break here by the U.S. And Christian Pulisic's lead pass into the box gets blocked and goes out of bounds for a throw-in for the U.S. All right. 2 minutes before we know the amount of stoppage time here. I'm expecting at least 5 minutes of stoppage time to be added here. Looking awfully similar to last night's game in the excitement. 100%, man. 100%. Oh, nice play there by the U.S. But that one still gets cleared out by the Belgians, playing some really solid defense right here. All right, the U.S. attacking the right side. Trying to get the ball out there, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a U.S. throw-in, and they're going to be in a nice little spot where they could potentially throw this one into the box. Almost like a makeshift corner there. Corner kick. Ooh, good thing it wasn't wide right. Ooh. You guys are catty today, man. I like it. I like it. I like that we're watching the U.S. and Belgium, but you guys are just talking. You guys are trash talking about your respective teams. I love it. All right, Tillman throws this one deep into the box. It hits and it connects with a player's foot from the U.S. and Balagon kicks this one way, way, way above the net there. Oh, actually, no. They're saying that it ricocheted off a a Belgian player's foot, so it's actually going to be a corner for the U.S. Wait, are they saying it's a penalty? Wait, what's going on here? Oh, no. Okay. Gotcha. That's what I thought. I thought I didn't see any. I thought it was just straight off of Balagon's foot, and that's what the call is. It's going to be a goal kick for the Belgians. And Belgium able to recover possession, taking a deep shot down the field, and that one is going to go out of bounds for a throw-in for the Belgians. We got 6 minutes of extra time. We've already played 1 minute of that, so 5 more minutes here. All right, man. Low blow like Patrick Mahomes having a blow. Oh, hey, whoa, hey. Come on, man. Come on. Let's not trash talk about injuries. Let's not trash talk about injuries. Just be nice. Keep it clean. All right? I'm going to be the referee between you two. Keep it clean. Sorry, the look of the head referee as he was telling, "Hey, Belgium, you got to give the ball to the U.S. because that one went out of bounds." And the Belgian player was not happy, but the referee would like give him a look like a parent, like, "Do not test me right now. We are in public, but I will take you to the change room and I will, all right? Don't test me, man." And U.S. nearly getting to the edge of the box, but unable to do more, losing possession. The Belgians are on the attack. Yeah, but the wide right is not. It's not talking about player injuries. Come on, come on. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. All right, we're all friends. All right. In the words of Jackie Moon, if you guys don't know that reference, hopefully you will. Everybody love everybody. All right, that's going to be a corner. Belgium. Belgium, and that kick, I believe that deflected off of a U.S. player, but it looks like they're saying no. Okay, it's going to be a goal kick for the U.S. We are more than halfway through stoppage time here in the first half. And foul on the U.S. there. Sorry, on Belgium. U.S. ball. And it's going to be... Whoo, that was a heck of a pass, man. Nearly got it to Balogun in the box. If that ball would have just gotten there maybe a little bit sooner or met Balogun just a little bit further away, man, that probably could have been a potential goal for the U.S. You're local. Come on, man. Relax. Relax, dude. We're just hanging out, man. We're just hanging out. Come on. Gotta relax a little bit. Remember, dude, it's just a game. We have literally no control. We have literally no control over the games, my man. Oh, that ball lingering in the air. And the U.S. trying to get something going here in these final 20 seconds. They got the ball, the ball going in the box, but it is rejected. And that'll set up a corner for the U.S. Probably their final chance to try to get a goal here before this half ends. All right, we've reached the 6-minute mark here in stoppage time, but they're going to allow the U.S. here the legitimate amount of time for a potential score here. Corner going to be taken by Christian Pulisic. Into the box, and that one is collected by Courtois. And that is going to be likely it for the first half. It's not about the game, but it's about me wreaking unnecessary havoc. Hey, I'm all for chaos and havoc, my man. But the only thing I say, man, is we don't like to celebrate or get a little too excited about injuries. Right? That's been true from everybody. Like even when the Bears, Minnesota Vikings, all that other stuff. Like, yeah, everything, Super Bowl losses, Super playoff losses, all game. But let's keep the injury stuff out, man. Let's keep the injury stuff, all right? I promise. That's gonna be for everybody. We're not celebrating injuries. We're not bringing them up because that ain't cool, man. All right. But we're at halftime, man. Let's see. I actually want to know when is the last time the U.S. made it to the quarterfinals. I want to say, was it the last time they were hosting in 1990? The United States men's national team last time made the quarterfinals in the World Cup back in 2002. Gotcha. During that tournament in South Korea and Japan, they defeated Mexico 2-0. Son of a biscuit, I knew it. Should have known. I should have known. In the round of 16 before falling to Germany in the quarterfinal. I think Germany made the final that year. I think they lost to Brazil. I think that was the last time Brazil won a World Cup. And I think actually during the first World Cup, I think the U.S. finished third or fourth. Let me see here. So yeah, the U.S. their best finish has been third place back in 1930. That was during the first World Cup in Uruguay. Yeah, holy cow, man! Actually, there's a big gap in the U.S. in terms of World Cups. So they qualified for the first two World Cups. They withdrew in 1938, and then there wasn't another World Cup held until 1950 because of World War II, and that would be the last time they qualified until 1990. So a nearly 40-year gap for the U.S. And then they've qualified for almost every single World Cup except for 2018. That was when they lost to Trinidad and Tobago. That was a big stink for them, man. That was a rough one. All right, man. So talking about this game, there's some early fireworks. Belgium able to get on the board first with a great goal. Let me see, who was it by though? Sorry, gotta double check that. So that was by Charles de Ketelaere. Totally butchered that name. I apologize. But yeah, able to score the first goal in the ninth minute. And then Malik Tillman able to tie it up with a beautiful set piece. It did glance off a Belgian player, but it does not matter, man. It hit it. It went off of his foot. It was going to be on target. It counts as a goal for him. Heck yeah. And then just 2 minutes later, man, Charles for Belgium able to get his second goal, a brace to give Belgium the 2-1 advantage here at the half. There's been some really solid runs. I think the Belgians have been able to make the most out of their chances. They have a few more shots on target. I think they've been the most dangerous team, and they've been able to keep possession for the most part. Right now, the U.S. trying to definitely funnel their major attacks through Christian Pulisic, which is makes sense. He is by far their best player, their most dangerous goal scorer potentially, and on top of that, they've been trying to get Balagon involved as well. Especially the last like 10 minutes, he was really their primary target when trying to get the ball inside the box. It came close, man. He is a dangerous player. Great speed, and just incredible how quickly he can cover yardage in the field, man. A very lanky player. But man, dude, when that ball gets to his right foot, it is dangerous. So expect Balagon, expect Christian Pulisic to be a focal point in the second half. Whether it's early, whether it's in the middle, both of those guys are going to get multiple chances to try to get the U.S. Tied up or potentially take a lead in the second half here. So look for those two guys there. Yeah, I'm just trying to look to see if there's anything that I might have missed. So there's a lot of positivity by people that want the U.S. to win. A lot of them are like happy that they're only down by one. I legitimately don't understand the like. I knew Belgium was going to be a little bit favored here, but to me these teams are very similar, very very similar. I don't think they have, outside of Yuri Tielemans for the Belgians and Christian Pulisic, I don't think they have a true superstar, like a true superstar. They have great players. A lot of these guys are playing in Europe, playing high level football. Christian Pulisic is in Italy with Weston McKinney, all those guys. So there's a lot of players that are playing in some of the best leagues in the world in both teams. So I don't really see much of an advantage. If anything, I think the U.S. might have the better players in terms of the midfield, at least early on. I think the attacks are very similar. I think both defenses could be better. I think there's probably that's where they both teams are kind of lacking in terms of their quality and player. I think that's one of their biggest weaknesses. Um, Outside of Weston McKinney, who I think is one of the better players at this position, but he's a guy that is like they were saying, he's a jack of kind of a Swiss Army knife. He has never been truly dominant at one position, so they've moved him around, which is great. You want versatility, especially when you're only able to play 11 guys for the most part. But yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting second half, man. I think both of these teams have a lot to prove. Belgium struggled in the last two World Cups. I don't even know if they got out of the group stage in the last two. But yeah, and then the U.S. has been, you know, 2022 was a big step for them. They qualified. They seem like to be able to regather their composure after not qualifying back in 2018. And then here they were considered one of the stronger, one of the stronger teams in North America. I think only slightly behind Mexico in terms of the quality, but they've played really well. They've played really well, and hopefully they can have a solid second half. But let me know what you guys think in the chat, man. Let me know. Let me know. I have to step away for a bit, Dave. All good, my man. All good. I appreciate you, buddy. Dude, let's go, man. We got 5 people watching right now, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so we're still at halftime, but let me look at some of the results over the last couple days here. So I think the last time we were doing this, yeah, we talked about Belgium coming back against Senegal. They were down 2-0 late in that game, able to score 3 goals, including the third one in extra time right at the end before penalties to get a win. The U.S. able to get a massive win against Bosnia to win 2-0. There was the red card there, but obviously did not affect them in terms of player availability. Spain able to get a win over Austria 3-0. Portugal able to get a potentially controversial win over Croatia. Man, that was one of the best games that I remember slightly watching, slightly listening to. I was working at the time, so I couldn't really watch the whole good chunk of it. But just from what people were saying, man, it was close enough where I think you let that play go, you let it go into extra time, and just give us a show, man. Give us a show. So yeah, that was one. That's a game I'm gonna have to rewatch because I heard it was incredible, absolutely incredible. Um, Switzerland beating Algeria. It seemed like it was kind of a little bit of a nondescript game. I remember catching the highlights of that one. It just looked like Algeria was just kind of struggling, a little bit of an outclass there. I don't want to say Switzerland looked incredible, but Algeria definitely looked like they were just kind of they were struggling that day. So Egypt going to penalties against Australia with an incredible 4-2 victory over that. That was a very tense game there, especially when they got to penalties. Man, it's always really tense penalty shootouts. Argentina, Argentina versus Kobe Verde, which might go down, if not the best game of the tournament, it's definitely going to be one of the best games of the tournament. Incredible. If you haven't gotten the chance to see that one, watch it. Watch the highlights. Watch the 30-second, 30-minute or 10-minute cut up of it. Regardless, man, do yourself a favor and watch that game because it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Colombia beating Ghana in the round of 32 to advance. But yeah, man. Croatia got robbed. Yeah, man, it was rough, man. I think it's one of those where I think almost everybody, if people would have just let that go to extra time 2-2, I think the majority of people would be like, you know what, that's okay because that game was just so amazing. There was the ball, and I mean it's still almost nearly impossible to tell on replay in slow mo whether that actually that the ball's trajectory actually changed. And if you have to slow it down, watch it multiple times, and you can still barely tell, to me that means it's not enough to overturn it, in my opinion. But it is what it is. Croatia has been one of the best teams in the World Cup over the last couple. Like 2018, they made it to the final. In the 2022, I think they made it to the quarter or semifinals. Either way, man, they've been really solid. Unfortunately, a lot of those great players for Croatia are probably not going to be called up in 2030 because of their age. Look at Modric, Percy. A lot of those guys are in their late 30s, early 40s. So this was probably the last run for them. But I agree with you, Loco. I feel like I don't even want to say Croatia was robbed. I feel like we were all robbed of an incredible freaking game. Like I could have, if like I said, could have been 2-2. We could have gotten another 30 minutes of that kind of match. Oh man, I think anybody, even Portugal, would have been like, you know what? Yeah, give us another 30 minutes, man. As long as we come out on top. So, but yeah, man. Hold on. Let me set up the timer for the second half here before I forget. All right, and now into the round of 16. So Canada, unfortunately, getting blown out, shut out by Morocco, which is not too surprising. Canada was never really considered a favorite coming into the game, into the tournament. Um, but the fact that they were able to get to the round of 16 is a success for them. But a tough loss, 3-0 to Morocco, who I hope makes a deep run, man. They've looked impressive over their last couple World Cup appearances. France getting a 1-0 win over Paraguay. Great job by Paraguay, taking one of the best, if not the best team in the World Cup to the brink there. Norway, Holland, dude, just an absolute monster. Basically, almost single-handedly taking out Brazil in that game. 2-1. The Brazilians are going home. And then, of course, England knocking off Mexico, even being down a man the final 35 minutes. All right. And unfortunately, one of the other hosts, the other the second of three hosts going out of the tournament here in the round of 16, Mexico. And just earlier today, Spain beating Portugal with a late goal there, 1-0 in the final few minutes of that game. By the way, thank you, Ronaldo, for an amazing career. 100%, man. Ronaldo, he gets he gets a lot of love, but also gets a lot of hate from people. One of the best to ever do it, man. Like the game when he decides to retire is going to be worse off a little bit, but hopefully there's going to be a lot of young players that are going to be able to kind of fill those shoes in some type of way, man. Especially for Portugal, man, because they to have a guy literally at one point was on par with Messi not too long ago. So, yeah, man. I think Ronaldo this may not be his final game for Portugal, but it will likely be the final appearance in the World Cup. I think he's like 42 years old, so odds are he will not be here when he's 45 or 46. The hate he gets from Messi fans. Yeah, and to be fair, Ronaldo fans are not too high on Messi, but it's been harder and harder to not call Messi arguably the greatest of all time, man. The guy has accomplished just about everything you could want in a career. So, but yeah, man, Cristiano, man, if I'm him, I'm not crying. Literally a billionaire, one of the greatest to ever play the sport, one of the most marketable athletes of all time, not just soccer player, man. Just one of the greats, man. And he's still playing pretty dang decent for a guy that's in his near mid 40s here. All right, the U.S. looking a little bit more aggressive, a little bit energized here, moving the ball around, putting some pressure on the Belgians, but right now Belgium able to control the ball deep in their own territory. All right, it's going to be a throw in for the U.S. They have control here in the midfield. All right, run by Giovanni Reina, who actually was a substitute coming into this second half here. Yeah, Reina had an incredible goal in I think it was the first first matchup by the in the World Cup here, man. Just an incredible game by the U.S. to open up the World Cup, or I should say their World Cup campaign. Giovanni Reina, man, a player that has played for Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, I think he was actually I think was he there around the same time that Christian Pulisic was? Maybe, but either way, really talented player. Still a lot of football in his career, and the U.S. is gonna see if they can get him involved here. Try to spark him. All right, deep kick by Courtois, and that is going to be controlled by the Belgians here in the midfield. On the attack. Oh, man, a beautiful cross, but it just kind of just started drifting wide right, and it just could not meet the man making the run there. That was a great look, man. Just the pass just was not there. Just a couple feet off. All right, the U.S. attacking the left wing. This one by Tillman, able to get a nice pass to Weston McKennie on the left side. Kicks it out to Giovanni Reina. And I believe number 16, that is going to be Antonio Freeman's son. And the ball is going to be intercepted there by the Belgians, cleared deep into U.S. territory, and the U.S. men's national team able to retain possession. A great pass there to number 14, attacking the right wing. It's going to be a 1-on-2 and tries to get across into the box, but it will be blocked. It's going to be a corner for the Belgians. That's a great job by number 13 there, the captain for the U.S. men's national team, able to shut that angle down to cancel out the cross. All right. Yuri Tillemans, the midfielder, the captain for this Belgian side, cross into the box. And they're trying to clear it out, but it's recovered by the Belgians. And then another cross goes straight to the U.S. goalkeeper, Freeze, with a nice little decision there to get out the box, to come out of his net and attack that ball. All right, the U.S. kind of kicking it on their side. Nice little pass there down the left side. Gets it to Christian Pulisic, and he is going to be stripped of the ball. He is down on the ground. Might be looking for a call, but I don't think he's going to get it. Yeah, play continues as Christian Pulisic is down just outside the box. Yeah, Pulisic was about to just rip one near the left side, just outside the box. But ooh, might have been. I think he has a case for. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't know if Tielemans was able to get a touch of the ball. So that might be something that they have to go to VAR to confirm. But let's see if they decide to go that route. All right. So nothing yet here. U.S. with the ball on the right wing. Ooh. Pass that kind of ended up in the middle in no man's land there, but able to be recovered by the U.S. A deep cross or a deep shot to Balagon. Great job by the Belgians clearing this one out. And the U.S. back on the ball here, continuing the pressure on the Belgians. Oh, a nice ball into the box. And that one is going to be. So that was number 4, Adams, trying to connect with Freeman down the right side. But it looks like there might have been. What are they saying? Offsides or what? Oh no, just on Freeman's just unable to bring it down. It goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Yeah, so far the U.S. has controlled the possession here quite a bit. Quite a bit. So can we score or patience, young one. Oh, nice pass there by Reina, but Balagon unable to get on top of that one in time to try to make an attempt. All right, the U.S. once again with possession. Whoa, what is going on here? Freeze, and it goes into the net. What was Freeze thinking? What the heck was he doing? Freeze with an absolute blunder, completely leaving the box and just no one in goal. The Belgians just shoot not even a prayer, just a shot on goal because there's no goalkeeper anywhere near, and it results in a goal for the Belgians. Wow, man. Look at this. A deep kick. Freeze mistiming, misjudging that one, and just being caught completely duck footed. And then just a deep kick. The U.S. defenders unable to do anything. Yeah, I don't know what that was, dude. Wow. That is a blunder. Heads up. All right, man. Football Kid 2008. Well, I thought our team was actually decent this cup. I mean, the U.S. has looked really well, man. But man, dude, that was just a bad decision by a player that is known for being solid, man. But that was just an absolute blunder. And to make matters worse, Christian Pulisic has been subbed off with just 59 minutes, not even a full hour into this game. It looks like he was struggling to move off the field, so it looks like that hit that he took. I don't even want to say it was a hit. He was trying to shoot the ball, but it ended up hitting the back of the foot of Yuri Tillemans, the midfielder for Belgium. So it looks like Pulisic hasn't been able to recover from that hit. But football kid, what's going on, dude? Welcome, welcome. Glad to see you again. I hope you're doing well. But how have you been enjoying the World Cup, man? Let me know. Um, yeah, were you rooting for anybody specific, and have you seen any games that you really that are kind of popping into your head as some really great games? So yeah, right now they're looking at Pulisic's foot on the sidelines there, or in the bench, I should say. It looks like it's his right foot that's giving him fits. And your trash can, yeah, it's over. Congrats, Belgium. Well, to be honest, our team wasn't expected to make it this far. I'm happy with how we did. All right. I mean, hey, man, we still got a whole 30 minutes plus stoppage time. We've seen wilder things, man. We've seen wilder things, even in this World Cup. Belgium came back in less than, I think it took them 4 or 5 minutes to score 2 goals to force overtime against Senegal. And Senegal looked dominant in that game. The first 80 minutes of that game was all Senegal. You can look at the stats, you can look at everything, man. It looked like Belgium was just, let's just say that they were just lucky to be there through the first like 80 minutes. But then they came back and won 3-2. So it can happen. They just gotta make sure that their goalkeeper doesn't do anything dumb like we just saw. No offense to Freeze, he's a really good goalkeeper, but that was just a boneheaded decision, man. I don't understand that. Guess who's back? Back again. David's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Welcome back, brother. How you doing? How you doing? Well, you missed a big mistake by the goalkeeper for the U.S. For some reason, tried to, like, I understand why he did it, but it was just a really poor execution by him. Ran out of the box, tried to control it with his feet, but took a little too long to gather and try to clear the ball out. So somebody was able to poke the ball out, and the Belgians were able to get control of it. And since there was no goalkeeper in the net, they just literally just kicked a deep kick, and it went in. And right now, the Belgians are leading 3-1. And the Belgians on the counterattack, they are going to be, it's going to be a 1-on-3. And the kick is blocked. It's going to be a corner for the Belgians. And on top of that, Christian Pulisic apparently needed to be subbed out because of an injury to his right foot as well. So one of the best players, if not the best player for the U.S., is going to be out for the rest of the game. He had been subbed out about 3 or 4 minutes ago. All right, corner by the Belgians goes in. It's cleared out by the U.S. And a couple headers. See who's getting control. Further cleared out by the U.S. Weston McKennie fighting for this one. And he is going to be, the ball's going to be going out of bounds. U.S. unable to control this one. And I believe that's going to be a goal kick. And it is, yeah. Belgians with the ball here. Yeah, the goalkeeper right now on social media, he's getting compared to Young Wei Koo, and when he tried to kick that ball, it looks like he kicked the ground. It looks like just pulling off a little hee hee on that one. Yeah, Matt Freeze is gonna get roasted on the internet tonight, man. Especially if the U.S. cannot come back. Sorry, somebody on Twitter here is saying Trump called Infantino, who's the president of FIFA, and asked if the red card could be reapplied to Matt Freeze. That's a good roast. That's a good roast. That's a good joke. Matt Freeze obviously being the goalkeeper for the U.S. So, yeah. Oy. All right, looks like the U.S. has a corner here, trying to see if they can claw back a goal here. They're trying to make this a little bit more of an interesting game in these final 30 minutes. Corner. Ball is going to go out of bounds. A tough header there for the U.S. That was Freeman there. Unable to get that ball to stay on target. Instead, it goes way, way, way. Oh yeah, dude, Matt Freeze. Yeah, when he tried to kick that one, his foot just completely got caught on the turf as he was swinging towards the ball. Man, that was a yeah. That's a tough one. Damn, that's a mean comparison. It is mean, but unfortunately, I just saw the replay, and it is unfortunately accurate. Yeah, because that, I mean, you could definitely see that foot was just dragging on the turf there, man. That's rough. All right, we got a little bit of a hydration break here. Hydration break. Hi, hydration break. All right, guys. You know what that means. Oh, wait, actually, no. Sorry. I jumped the gun there a little early. Never mind. Sorry, there was just substitutions. They were showing a bunch of replays. That's why I thought there was a hydration break. But we got probably a couple more seconds before we get to that. My bad. My bad. All right, the U.S. with possession here in Belgian territory. Yeah, right now the U.S. just looks rudderless. I don't know, like there isn't really any like get go. Like they're struggling to find things. It's like some teams struggle to get that final pass to get either a one-on-one or a oh, here comes a yellow card. Tillman, the man with the U.S. goal here, clearly 100% going after Tillemans there. Just like a hip check, and that's going to be a yellow card for the U.S. And now that will take us to our hydration break. But yeah, like most teams, they struggle to get that final pass to set up either a one-on-one with the goalkeeper or at the very least give their striker a one-on-one with the final defender to try to see if they can maybe get a nice little shot in on goal. But the U.S. seems like they are struggling to get to that second to last pass there, the one that sets up the possible goal. So that was unnecessary, but now we're at a hydration break, which also unnecessary. True. All right, though. But since we are at a hydration break, and yes, we also, just like most of these Fox, Telemundo, whoever you're watching it with, probably is propping up a nice little advertisement. They're getting some money. You know what? We're a big company here too, man. We get money too. So this hydration break in the second half is brought to you by Old Car Doorknobs. Yes, not the new ones, not the ones that you click or you put your thumb. No. We're talking about old school doorknobs here. The ones where you have to push in the thing and then pull the entire thing out. There you go. All right. So thank you to Old Style Doorknobs. Get your Old Style doorknob wherever you like to shop. They come pre-scratched, pre-peeled, sun damage and all, and they come at a competitive price. So yes, thank you to Old School Doorknobs, car doorknobs. We appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, and also when you try to open it, but if you hit the button to open it, but then the person that's trying to open the doorknob tries to do that too early or at the same time, they don't open. You know, you don't get that anymore with these new cars, man. So, yeah. So shout out to old car doorknobs. Appreciate you. I thought it would have been a keyhole. Potentially a future sponsor. Ah, yes, that summertime 122-degree handle. Ah, you know you don't get burned like that anymore, man. You know these kids nowadays. Ah, so lucky with their slightly plastic, you know, still slightly cool even in the summertime handles. No, man, back in our day, you if you forgot something in the car, you better want that thing because you're about to get third-degree burns on your hand, all right? The US coming out of this break. Oh, hold up. With a little bit of fire here, but the Belgians able to control the ball now. Is that price 69? Just like when they were invented in 1969. Like in the summer of 69. Not to be confused with the modern doorknobs. 100%. 100%. Yeah, man. That's why you love those old doorknobs, man. We all get older, but that price stays the exact same. 69. Nice. All right. The U.S. Balagon with his speed, and that attack is going to be snuffed out there. Nice job by the Belgians, able to corral Balagon there for a little bit. All right, man, we're starting to get into the final 20 minutes of this half here. It's the 73rd minute coming to a close. Ball is going to be cleared out. Romelu Lukaku, the striker, one of the greatest strikers in Belgium's history, nearly getting to that one, nearly putting up another attempt on goal for the Belgians. The summer of '69 origin story. Mic drop. Ooh, nice. All right. The U.S. trying to play long ball here, trying to kind of supersede the middle of the field, which they've struggled to get past. They're trying to keep it on their side. They're trying to keep the ball on their side, and then try to see if they can get something over the top. Try to see if they can catch some of these Belgian defenders slipping a little bit and run right past them there uncontested. But so far, the Belgians have been solid in their defense, and this is going to be a foul on the U.S. or by the U.S. So Belgian ball, free kick. The summer of '69. And Belgium in the box, and they lose the ball out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick, and Doku is trying to plead his case that it should be a Belgian corner there. And actually, he does have a case to be made. Yeah, it was actually Freeman who touched it last, so that should have been Belgian corner there. All right, this ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for the U.S. Belgium controlling this one, and ooh, man, the U.S. is beginning to. I think they're starting to lose a little bit of their composure here, man. There's a lot of fouls. Starting to become a little bit more aggressive in their tackling. Yeah, that one was a big, big lunge there. This one bouncing around, and it's finally controlled by the U.S. Tillman. And that should probably be a foul there. Yes, it is. Hey, look at that, man. We picked up a subscriber during this thing, man. Sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right. So the U.S. once again in control of the ball here around midfield. A little bit more pressure by the Belgians here, trying to see this one through. They got 12 minutes until the full 90, and then we'll see what we have in terms of stoppage time. There might be a decent amount there. I wouldn't be surprised if it's getting closer to 6 or 7 minutes of stoppage time. We've had a couple subs. We've had a couple injuries. You know, this game is becoming a little bit more aggressive, so we're getting a couple more fouls. Nice play there by the U.S. around the right side. Cross into the box, and that is cleared. But it goes right into a player for the U.S., and that goes wide left. Berhalter, man, able to get that one at the top of the key. Hits it off of his left foot, but just sails wide left, man. Almost had it on the volley, as they call it. All right, deep kick by Courtois. Right now, the U.S. pinned deep in their own territory, clearing this one out. And this one is going to end up in the possession of the... Oh, actually, no. Spoke too soon. An errant pass by the Belgians results in a nice little run there by the U.S. Weston McKennie getting fouled on the Belgian side of the field. Belgium able to control this one for right now. Lukaku, the striker for Belgium, losing the ball, but they were able to recover it. Nice little clear out, nice little switch on the field here, going to the right side. Oh, great job by the U.S. to fight for that one. And now they are on the attack. They are outnumbered defensively here, though. And that that pass is going to be intercepted by the Belgians there. Yeah, it was a pass in the middle of the field, trying to find some space, but ends up in the possession of Belgium. Yeah, right now the Belgians are not really in a. It looks like they're not really caring to go in attack to try to get more goals. They're just kind of sticking defensively. A lot of them are staying on their side of the field, and there's only about 3 or 4 guys that are going forward. So. Ream, the captain for the U.S., is not happy at all, man. He is getting in the face of the on-field referee. Spitting, literally spitting all over the place. Free kick for the Belgians, and it goes out of bounds there. Someone is out there giving hugs. Man, we all need hugs. We all need hugs. You know, it might be a breakaway. Balagon, and that one is a nice save by Courtois. And that was arguably the U.S.'s best opportunity to score a goal since the very early parts of the first, or the first half, I should say. I was gonna say early parts of the first half, but I forgot they actually had a couple decent chances there before the half. But it's cleared out. But the Belgians were not able to keep possession. U.S. on the attack again. Oh, nice. Good pass. Cross into the box, and that is going to be cleared out by the Belgians for a U.S. corner. And David, you are correct, man. I think he was a little aggressive with the hug, but you know what? He's like, get over here. Let me hug you. All right, we're in the 83rd minute here. We are closing in on the final 15 minutes of this match, likely. And the ball is headed, but it's just going to pop up in an easy save for the Belgian goalkeeper, the Real Madrid goalkeeper there. Oh, man. The U.S. continuing to put the pressure on the Belgians. U.S. able to pick up a foul there, gets a free kick. Weston McKennie kicking it out to the left side here. That one is going to be a pass towards the center. U.S. trying to set up something. Deep shot into the box, and that is cleared out by the Belgians again, dude, who are just... All right, U.S. continuing with the ball here in Belgian territory. Almost the entire team, except for one player, is basically, 10, 12 yards into Belgian territory. The Belgians able to steal that one away, clear it out, and that goes out of bounds for a throw-in for the U.S. Yeah, the U.S. is they're going to get at least one or two really great opportunities here. Just the amount of pressure that they've been able to put on, the amount of possession that they've been able to hold on to. Right now, the Belgians on the attack. That is Doku. Oh, able to fight off a defender. Gets a pass to Lukaku. And Lukaku unable to hang on to it, but the Belgians holding on to possession. They get it into the box. Shot goes, and that is blocked by a U.S. defender. Number 10 for the Belgians has the ball at the top of the key, and things are slowing down a little bit. Belgium with possession just outside the U.S. box here. Nice little flip. Can he get a cross in? Number 23 into the box. Cross. And that is met by a U.S. defender. He's able to clear that one out. And Belgium just doing an incredible job of holding on to this one. But I think the U.S. men's national team able to fight for it. Gets possession. And, ooh, there's a foul there. See if that results in a card or not. Things are starting to get a little testy here, man. Maurizio Pochettino, the U.S. men's national head coach, looking for some type of call there. Pochettino was more famously known as the longtime head coach for Tottenham Hotspurs, able to get them to a Champions League final, which is basically the equivalent of the World Cup for the European club teams, basically. Ooh, nice little fake there by the Belgians on the left side. Duckug, I think he's going to get fouled on that one, and that's going to be a free kick for the Belgians. All right, entering the 88th minute here, and the Belgians are just going to kick this one back all the way back to their goalkeeper. Try to find some space. Deep kick to the left side, and that is going to be captured by the U.S. there. Back on the attack. We're running out of time, probably within the last 10 minutes here for the U.S. And that's Thibaut Courtois taking his time to try to kick this one deep. Deep, 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 deep. And it's so deep, it's going to go all the way out of bounds on the other end for a goal kick for themselves, for the U.S. Tough game for us. We'll be back here, though. Yeah, man. The U.S. has some really talented guys. A lot of them are still young, mid to late 20s. They still have at least another World Cup in them. Some of these guys probably have at least two more, but it's gonna be a commitment by the U.S., man. I think 2018 was a big wake-up call for them. I think U.S. soccer still has a long way to go in terms of its exposure, its importance in the hearts of a lot of people in this country. It is probably never going to be the number one sport, but we'll see. Things change a lot, but that's why the U.S. has a lot of other sports that take up a lot of resources and a lot of commitment, which is not really the case for a lot of other countries. Like even in Europe, where they have, other sports that do really well, they don't typically. Soccer is still very much the number one sport in the country, and at the very least, if it's not number one, it's a very close two. For the U.S., I think it's one of the few countries where that is not the case. Nice run there. Cross into the box, and that is going to be, unfortunately, nobody there for the U.S. to try to take advantage of that one. That was a nice run and a nice cross. Final 20 seconds of the 90 here, and pretty soon we'll find out what stoppage time we're going to have. On the flip side, if there was a football tournament, we would have destroyed them. Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, man. To be fair, there's a lot of really good players in the NFL that are not born in the U.S. Like, you got Mailata. You got a lot of guys from like Australia. Fred Warner considers himself Mexicano, even though he's definitely a U.S. But on his helmet, he has a Mexican American helmet there, or a sticker, I should say. So, yeah, man. The NFL is definitely becoming more international, and I know for a fact that the NFL is definitely trying to get a division overseas over the next 20 years. I would say, maybe 25 years, but I know that's going to be their goal, and you're going to start to see the NFL potentially be more of a global game. All right. Only 4 minutes. Wow, okay. Only 4 minutes of extra time. Basically the 3 minutes of hydration plus an extra 1 minute. So surprised because there's been a lot of stoppages in this game. All right, well, we're already 1 minute in, so the U.S. has less than 3 minutes to try to score 2 goals here to try to force extra time. All right, the ball's bouncing around a little bit. It's going to end up in the possession of the Belgians, but the U.S. is fighting for it, and then they're going to call a foul here on the U.S. Would putting Josh Allen in the World Cup tourney be unfair for everyone else? I think so. I don't know. How does he do kicking the ball, man? See how he does. Let's see how he does. And the U.S. Substituting a couple players here in the final 2 minutes of the game. I think they're just trying to get some of these young players a cap, which is basically considered an appearance, I believe, for the national team here. Probably players that probably didn't play a whole lot during this World Cup, but doesn't look like the U.S. is going to be able to make a quick comeback here. So might as well give these guys an opportunity to say that they played. And the goal by Lukaku goes in, and it's a goal for Belgium. And Romelu Lukaku, one of the best goal scorers of the last decade in European football, has done it again. The guy always seems to just find a way to score a goal. I don't know how he does it. The guy barely runs. I'm not saying he can't, but it looks like most of the time he's just kind of sleepwalking and just always seems to find an opportunity to put a shot on goal, and most of the time it slots in just like that one. Yeah, this one, look at this. The U.S. looking to control it. Looks like they were trying to clear it out. It glances off a Belgian player into a U.S. player, and once again, it rolls right into the path of Romelu Lukaku, he's just able to just power through that with a right foot and right past freeze. And yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for the U.S. here. Think about it. He's 6'5", freight train with unfair speed. His legs are rockets. How would you stop that? Sometimes, hey man, touch on the ball is just as important, if not maybe more important than speed, my man. Trust me, there's a lot of guys that don't have. Look up Andre Iniesta. Iniesta is spelled with an I believe. The last name. Not by far, never was one of the fastest midfielders ever, or just one of the slowest players typically on the field. But my goodness, man, that guy knew how to manipulate the ball, and is considered one of the greatest midfielders of all time. That was impressive. I agree, man. That was a really good one. That was a really, really good shot by Romelu Lukaku. And there it is, the final whistle. And holy cow, it looked early on, man, the first half hour, it looked like it was going to be a tough affair. But once Freeze kind of had that blunder there, unable to clear the ball, made the mistake of going outside of his box and just not being quick with the decision, tried to clear the ball out, but his foot got caught on the field. And after that, the Belgians able to jump on it, get a quick goal, and after that, they just were able to just kind of wait out the U.S. Any attempt by the U.S. rarely ended with a legitimate one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It was a tough one. It was a tough second half for the U.S. here, man. And just like that, the round of 16 coming into it, all three hosts, Canada, Mexico, the United States, all not only were they playing, but they were coming off impressive victories in the round of 32. And at the end of the round of 16, all three hosts had been wiped off the board, man. It's a tough one. All right, man. The final score here: the U.S. 1, Belgium 4. If that doesn't seal, I don't know what does. 100%. Andres Iniesta. There you go. Yes, sir. Big. I think he played for Spain, and he played most of his career with Barcelona. A long career with Barcelona, man. Really, really good player. Incredible player. Never known for his speed. He was not very fast, man, but just incredible of his ability to manipulate the ball, whether that's dribbling it or just finding a great pass. Yeah, Freeze making that mistake sucked the air out of the U.S. men's national team, 100%, man. And I don't want to, right now they're putting the camera on Freeze. It was a big momentum shift. Obviously, probably the biggest thing that's going to be remembered about this game. But to be quite honest with you, man, outside of the set piece that resulted in the U.S. goal, there wasn't much going on for them, man. They were finding a couple spots here and there, but like I said, the U.S. for the most part, even including into the second half, they were struggling to get that pass that led to the final pass to potentially get the goal, man. They just were struggling. Yeah, man. It's a tough one. It's a tough loss. So unfortunately, the North America will have to wait another 4 years for an opportunity to bring the World Cup here, man. I will be rooting for Spain against Belgium because I don't like the French, and Belgium speaks French. Hey, Belgium, what do you speak? We speak the French. And then he's like, okay, you're my enemy now. You are my enemy now. Yeah, who is left here? Do we have any more round of 16 games left? We do. We got 2 more tomorrow. We got Argentina and Egypt. Should be a really good game. That starts at 11 o'clock. If you guys get a chance, definitely try to catch that one. That might be the best one of the 2 that are playing tomorrow. And then finally, Switzerland and Colombia will be finishing off the round of 16. I believe Colombia will be favored in that one, but it's not going to be a runaway for sure. All right, and so far the quarterfinals are shaping up to be France versus Morocco, sorry. I'm going to be rooting for Morocco on that one. We've seen France already win a World Cup. They won it in 2018. They were in the finals in 2022. They have 2 World Cups. They're fine. And plus they have a lot of young players. They'll be the favorites for probably the next 2 or 3 World Cups. They'll be fine. But Morocco, I want them to be able to make a deep run here, man. Right now, Norway versus England. 2 incredible strikers. Erling Haaland versus, oh my God, I'm forgetting. He scored a penalty goal against Mexico. Harry Kane. 2 great strikers. Both teams don't have incredible defensive backlines, so expect at least 3 goals in that game, maybe more. So, and then Spain is going to be going up against Belgium here. And then the 4th game in the quarterfinals will be decided once Argentina and Switzerland and Egypt and Colombia play. So, yeah. Holy cow, man. That's a really solid quarterfinals, man. I'm liking what we're seeing. Should be some really good matchups. Let me see here. Go Switzerland for David. There we go. I'm going to go to bed. Going to visit family in Virginia. I'll be back whenever you stream again. Take care. Thanks for another stream. Much love. Same to you, my friend. Safe travels, and I hope your family's doing well, my man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody, man. Thank you so much. Switzerland has some good things to offer. Their flag is a big plus. Big pluses are tough to make on the scoreboards, but I'll deal with it. I'm going to try to find a way to make these scoreboards a little bit more flag accurate, but it's not too bad. But yeah, man. Heck yeah, dude. Dude, this is fun, man. The last 2 nights, man, even though Mexico and the U.S. weren't able to get wins, man, I still had a great time. It was a great time hanging out with you guys, talking some soccer. some football, if you will. So thank you guys so much for being here, man. I appreciate all the returning people, man. David, you're local. I appreciate you guys. And some new people, man. We picked up a new subscriber here today, man. So thank you. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you like the content. And yeah, I'm gonna try to find a way to get another game here. Let me see here. Some of these games are gonna be earlier now in the day, so it's gonna be a little bit tougher. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do any of the games tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to see if I can do France or Monaco around 3 o'clock. So as we get closer, that'll be on Thursday. If we get closer, I will definitely try to let you guys know by no later than Wednesday, because I don't want to let you guys know on the day because I feel like that's a little too late, especially for a 3 o'clock game. So I'll let you guys know on Wednesday what that's looking like. But yeah, we're gonna get there, man. We're gonna try to get one more game here for the quarterfinals. So. But as we get closer, I'll let you guys know. Thank you so much, guys. Shout out to you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great week, and I'll catch you guys later on. So, thank you. Vamos, Mexico, in the U.S. You did your best, man. You guys did what you could. So, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, make sure I'm not missing anybody. All right. All right, guys. Hasta luego. See you later. My name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you.